Welcome student to MJC Learning. Today we are going to study very interesting chapter, The New Dress, from our English textbook, chapter number 1.5. So let's begin. The New Dress is written by Virginia Woolf. First of all, we'll take some information about the Virginia Woolf. Adeline Virginia Stephen Woolf. This is the full name of author, an English novelist, critic, essayist, short story writer, diarist, and biographer. She is known for all the work she has done, and whatever work she has done, she has put her best in it. Now we'll see author's biography. Virginia Woolf was born Adeline Virginia Stephen in London on January 25, 1882, the third of four children of Julia Duckworth and Sir Leslie Stephen, a noted historian and biographer. As a child, Woolf received no formal education but made use of her father's library and literary friendship to educate herself. So she has very great quest of learning, and that's why she started learning from her father's library, as she was not having ample source of getting education and all. After her mother's death in 1895, Woolf experienced a nervous breakdown and the first in a series of four debilitating emotional traumas. Here, debilitating meaning to make somebody's body or mind weaker, meaning kamjor pad jana. When her father died 9 years later, Woolf had other second mental breakdown. Upon her recovery, she moved with her sister Vanessa and her brother Toby and Adrian to the Bloomsbury district of London. Woolf is considered one of the greatest innovators in English language. In her work, she experimented with stream of consciousness and the underlying psychological as well as emotional motives of characters. Woolf's reputation declined sharply after World War II, but her eminence was re-established with the surge of feminist criticism in the 1970s. So these are the two phases which are very important in the life of Woolf. Okay, and here stream of consciousness meaning, it's a style of writing that expressing the ideas and thought without using usual method. So it's a continuous flow of ideas and thought that the author is writing in his own style. Some of the important works of the Virginia Woolf is listed down over here. To the Lighthouse, Mrs. Dalloway, The Room of One's Own, The Boy is Out, The Orlando Biography. So these are the some of the work by the Virginia Woolf. Now first of all we'll take introduction about New Dress, the chapter what we are studying. Virginia Woolf's short story The New Dress was written in 1924 while she was writing the novel Mrs. Dalloway, published in 1925. Critics have entertained the possibility that the story may originally have been chapter of the novel because some of the same character and events appear in both work. In Mrs. Dalloway and The New Dress, some of the characters are similar. That's why people are relating that this short story, The New Dress, is basically a short story, and the Mrs. Dalloway is the novel. So people are relating that this short story somehow taken from the Mrs. Dalloway. Now, it is a story about the feeling of woman towards herself and her reaction to the behavior of others when they meet her. See, this is a psychological depiction that how people are thinking about himself or herself in certain situation. and that situation is not like that, but we are considering it that people might be thinking in that way. Okay, so we are taking it in a wrong way, meaning response what are coming from the people, we are taking it in a wrong way. That's create a problem for ourselves only. Now, what is the summary of this chapter? Let's begin. Mabel is wearing a yellow dress that she designed with her dressmaker specifically for the particular occasion. She arrives at the party and removes her cloak. Here meaning cloak meaning a type of loose coat without sleeves that was more common in formal times. Okay, so you need to understand that. Immediately after greeting her hostess, she goes straight to a mirror at the far of the room to look at herself and is filled with misery at the conviction that it was not right. Here, hostess meaning a woman who hosts the event. Okay, so this is the first plot that Mabel invited to the party, and when she went over there, she saw the reaction of people, and then she went directly to the mirror. She saw herself, into the mirror, and then she started thinking that the dress she has wore, it is not at all right. She imagines the other guests exclaiming to themselves over what a fright she looks, what a hideous new dress. She begins to berate herself for trying to appear original. Okay, and during her stay at the party, she has several flashbacks which remind her of the moment at the dressmaker, Miss Mellon, and her past. She thinks of the new dress as horror and idiotically old-fashioned. So she was thinking like that. She berated herself for trying to appear original. Why? Because she couldn't afford a new dress at the latest fashion. So she had a yellow silk dress made from older pattern. She continued to condemn herself that her self-torture with the obsessive thought of her own foolishness. She tells herself that she deserved to be chastised by her fellow, partygoers, calling the new dress a horror or idiotically old-fashioned. Okay, so she was just thinking like that. At the occasion, she always compared herself to a fly trying to get over the edge of saucer. At the end of the story, she thinks about changing her life and leaves the party with the new feeling. Okay, so Mabel is what she thinks. She tries to think back to how happy and comfortable she felt at the dressmaker, at the kind of Miss Milan, pined her ham, asked for a measurement intended to pet canary. So she was started recalling all these things that she is underestimating herself. She is thinking differently. The people, what people giving reaction to her, that was not that much of worse that she was thinking. Okay, so at last what happened, she wonders if these moments will become more and more infrequent as she get older. She decides want to find a way to be happy. She decides to pursue self improvement, transformation through some wonderful, helping, astonishing book, and maybe inspirational public speaking. Having talked herself out of the internal crisis, she gets up to leave the party, and before she goes, she approaches Mrs. Dalloway and then assuring the hostess that she enjoyed herself at the party. Now we'll see the character over here. See character, the main character in this story, Mrs. Burnett. She is a maid servant in the Dalloway household. Her behavior in greeting Mabel Warren and taking her coat seems unremarkable to the reader, but sets off a great wave of insecurity in the party guest about her appearance and the social role. Clarissa Dalloway is the hostess of the party that Mabel attends. Clarissa is affable and courteous to her guest. Her presence lingers through the reader, only hears her speak once in the story to encourage Mabel not to leave the party early. Mabel Wang is a middle-aged woman who reflects constantly and some might say obsessively about her alienation from the members of the elevated level of society she wants to join. When she invited to the party given by the wealthy and socially prominent Clarissa Delevingne, she overwhelmed with the worry about her inability to dress fashionably. Okay, so these are the character, and along with that, other characters are Robert Hayden, Charles Burt, and Mrs. Holman. These are the some of the characters which are mentioned in it. Okay, if we will talk about the Mabel, so she was little insecure woman with the negative self-esteem. So that is the main character of the Mabel. Mabel Warren. She was always insecure, having the negative self-esteem about herself. We'll talk about the literary device. So flashback, she uses flashback to escape the reality, but these happy feelings are only temporary. Okay, so that was a literary device. In between, when she was in the party, she was recalling her past, that how happy she was, how the life was going. Okay, so she was trying to escape from the reality what she was in. Okay, so that is the flashback is the literary device in the story. The point of view, we'll talk about point of view. The story is told from an anonymous third person perspective in a stream of consciousness narrative, and the narrator knows the inner thought of the protagonist. Theme, very important. What are the theme in it? Happiness is achieved through being contented. If you are contented, then only you can be happy. See what happened there, when we are not happy with ourselves, we are not happy with anything what is related to us. Okay, then we start thinking that what people are thinking about ourselves, and we are always judging ourselves from the point of other people. So that's why if you want to be happy, you need to be contented. After that, insecurity, alienation, social caste, all these things is the theme in this story. When you will read that, you will come to know that how insecure she was, how alienated she was, how concernful she was for the social class. Okay, now style, stream of consciousness, it is the style, main style of writing this story is the stream of consciousness. Okay, and Wolf's short story The New Dress is related through a stream of consciousness narrative in which the thought and feelings of Mabel Waring are central to the narrative. The story follows her thought about the dress, about the party, about how she is and who she wishes to be. She tells herself that it is her choice not to be like the rest of them. Okay, so stream of consciousness is the technique which Virginia Woolf is famous for, make the story more interesting and shows the reader the insight of the Mabel. She also uses quite a few images which should be understood by the reader. The new dress and thus the woman consciousness of fashion have to be considered, and it is a story that is written a stream of consciousness technique as described. Mabel thought and action while she is in the party. So that's why stream of consciousness is the style of writing, we can say that. Now what we have studied, see, we have to learn to be our own best friend, because we fall too easily into a trap of being our own worst enemy. Are you agree with that? I'm totally agree with this fantastic line, that first of all we need to be our own best friend, because sometimes we are underestimating ourselves, sometimes we are thinking so negatively, and we are not keeping our self esteem, we are taking ourselves in a very negative way. That's why we are becoming our own enemies. Why? Because we are putting down our energy, we are putting down our confidence. That's why if you want to go ahead in your life, you want to bring a confidence in you, you want to be a strong person in society, so first of all you need to realize your potential, you need to understand that how you are and what you are, what you can. So you need to know yourself. Self realization is very important. So when you are understanding yourself, if you are your own best friend, okay, then you will not fall into a trap of, you know, big trap of any bad situation, any worst situation in your life, and you will come out of all this situation. You will have potential to fight with any kind of situation. Okay, so don't be your own enemies by thinking negatively about yourself. Be your best friend by thinking positive about yourself. Okay, now after that, so the Virginia Woolf was considered one of the foremost modernists of the 20th century and pioneer of the stream of consciousness style. And her The New Dress is very famous short story, as it gives a very great message to all of us. Okay, that we should always think positive and we should trust ourselves. We should not be, negative about our self esteem. Thank you so much.